What's going on, everyone? TJ Fitness Demons Reviews, and together with me,
Unbound supplements. Unload.
Unload, people! Pre-workout. Yeah, so this is a brand new, spanking new brand from the creators of nutrabio. Actually, from nutrabio. It's a sub-brand. The hardcore brother of nutrabio. Anyway, people, I'm gonna take you through the label of this thing. This is a very impressive label on label, but you know what we say about labels here. But then I'm actually gonna share with you my personal experience using this one 4 times now. And then towards the end of the video, as usual on this channel, I'm gonna give you my final verdict. Should you actually give a shit? And all I'm gonna ask in return, by the way, is that you hit that like button. Okay, people, so Unbound they just literally launched a week ago or something like that. It's from nutrabio, basically. So nutrabio, super successful company, a lot of great products. You know, always was sort of, I would say, mass market in the sense, mass market, super high quality. So all branded ingredients, you know, super high quality manufacturing. Never hardcore. It's sort of a vanilla type brand, right? Super high quality, but vanilla. So they came out with this new brand, Unbound, which this is the design. Actually, it looks really nice from a design perspective. There's also a very good texture when you touch it. I think they've done a very good job with this design, so which makes perfect sense from a business perspective. So you have nutrabio, high quality, but you know, doesn't really appeal to the extreme audience or the hardcore audience. And now creating a separate brand for the hardcore audience makes perfect sense, and I really think they've done a good job with the design and creating this brand, and I like the Unbound brand. Really done a good job. Anyway, so nutrabio, in case you didn't run into them, I reviewed their pre-workout. I'm gonna link to that below. I reviewed also the pre-extreme, which was not extreme, but I'm gonna link to that below. Their pre-workout, the nutrabio pre, it's actually a solid, I wanna say, just everyday pre-workout, good pump, solid power, just good everyday pre-workout. And then I reviewed their intro workout. I really liked it. I didn't really like their protein. Can't remember. I'm gonna link to all of their reviews below. Super high quality stuff. Anyway, don't have to love everything, but high quality stuff. They definitely put an effort into it. Anyway, so Unbound. So here's the promise here. And if you look at the line that they came out with, they actually launched with like 6 or 7 products. So they have the pre-workout, they have a pump formula, they have a fat burner, I think, and what else? Can't remember, but they have a bunch of stuff. They all look like around this design. And what you're gonna see, what you would expect from nutrabio, right? You're gonna see a lot of high quality ingredients, a lot of trademarked ingredients, a lot of transparency, full transparency on the label. But this is supposed to be different. It's supposed to be hardcore, right? That's the hardcore brother. So my expectation from this pre-workout is to be unequaled, like they say here, or to be hardcore at least. Okay, guys, listen, let me take you to the label, because this is obviously they've put a lot of effort into this label, and this is probably one of the more expensive steam packages I saw, just because they used all trademarked ingredients, and this has to be expensive. So they didn't try to save money here. But labels are just fucking labels, people. This is a pre-workout. You either feel it or you don't. I'm gonna refresh your memory in a second. But anyway, you have 20 servings. Okay, so 20 servings is 9.8 grams. So anyway, first thing you'll notice, no beta-alanine. I really like the beta-alanine tingling. And listen, I know a lot of you people like the beta-alanine tingling. Yes, there's some lactic acid buffering, some endurance qualities to it with saturation, but we just like the tingling. It's a pre-workout. We want to feel tingled. We want to get in the zone. I like it. It's not here. It is what it is. Okay. L-tyrosine at 3 grams, that's a lot of L-tyrosine, that's going to help you with focus. That new level, which is a combination of arginine with inositol. Anyway, even though you see arginine, you think pumps, this is supposed to be more of a nootropic effect for gaming nootropics. But anyway, alpha GPC is going to help with focus. You have the clinical dose. You have Dynamite, which is going to help, supposed to help with mental clarity. That's another trademarked ingredient. They have caffeine at 350 milligrams, so that's a good amount of caffeine. It's not crazy, it's not too much, it's not too little. It's a good amount of caffeine for sort of, definitely if you're trying to be hardcore. Then they have Rodeo Prime, which is a trademarked version of Rhodiola rosea, which is an anti-stress type adaptogen. I read the research around it. It sounds like it's a high quality Rhodiola rosea, so there you go. Anyway, then you have an extra. That's again going to help you with mental alertness. That's and there's research. I mean, the company that creates these ingredients has research behind this that shows how it can improve the uptake of caffeine. Basically, like it enhances caffeine. And sometimes they also promote that you can use this as mental alertness even without the caffeine. So this is a caffeine enhancer. Then you have Mucana purilis, and that's 98% standardization. So that's L-Dopa. That's supposed to help you with mood elevation and focus. Zoom XR, so that's a slow release caffeine, another 100 milligrams of caffeine. So altogether 450 milligrams of caffeine. Definitely from a caffeine perspective, on the high end, I think the nutrabio pre has maybe 275 milligrams of caffeine, so they upped it here. Then they have estrogens for absorption, and then they have the yo-yo blend, what's called now the yo-yo blend, like Glaxon calls it. 2 milligrams of alpha yo. First things first, with alpha yo, it really depends on the quality of the ingredient or the source of the ingredient. Sometimes I feel like death with 2 milligrams of alpha yo, and sometimes I don't feel anything with 2 milligrams of alpha yo. So we'll see. So this is 2 milligrams of alpha yo. If you're super sensitive to alpha yo, or you're sort of allergic almost to alpha yo, don't take any alpha yo. It's going to help with alertness, it's going to help with body thermogenesis, it's going to help with energy. And then another 2 milligrams of yohimbine, which is way less hard hitting, but there's 2 milligrams of each, and then to round up the focus ingredients. So listen, people, let me summarize this thing for you. No beta-alanine, no pump, no power and endurance ingredient. So this is basically a steam and focus pack. Yeah, people, if this reads like a nootropic, because it does read like a nootropic, you could take this label, and by the way, labels are just fucking labels, so ignore what I'm saying right now. But you could take this and call this a fat burner, and it would actually be a good idea. You can call this a nootropic, it would be a good idea. You can call it an energy pill, it would be a good idea. I find it actually hard to call it a pre-workout because it feels like a fat burner or an energy pill or a nootropic, to be honest. I mean, that's it. It is what it is. Okay, guys, let's talk about the experience, because you know what we say here, and it was just like some of these trademarked ingredients, because some of them are very flaky science. Labels are just fucking labels. Yeah, you never know. You never know. You never know how, even there's a trademarked ingredient with research behind it. Let's say that it's amazing research, which again, half of these trademarked ingredients, not specifically these ones, but generally speaking, half of trademarked ingredients have real shitty scientific backing. But in any case, you never know how they work together. There's no research on how everything works together. It's a pre-workout. You either feel it or you don't. Yeah, there you go. So let's go into the experience. So I tried this. The flavor I have is melon spice. It's okay, right? There's sort of an aftertaste. There's sort of a burn aftertaste, and that's it for flavor. Fuck your flavors. Who cares? Hardcore, right? Unbound. Come on, people. Fuck flavors. It's okay. You're gonna survive. Okay, people. So what does this thing feel like? So I have to tell you right from the start, this didn't feel to me like a pre-workout. Like, I didn't have a pre-workout experience. I had an energy pill experience. That's what I had. Definitely you'll feel the energy. There's 450 milligrams of caffeine. It does last for, like, you're gonna feel the buzz for 3-4 hours. You're gonna get focus, but not laser. I didn't feel tunnel vision focus. I had zero mood elevation and euphoria. I felt the alpha yo. It felt less than 2 milligrams, which is to a lot of you very good news. But that's it, people. Like, I didn't feel a pre-workout experience. I didn't feel, there was no motivational energy. There was no like crazy ass sense of urgency that you would expect beyond just taking an energy pill. And definitely no pump or the beta-alanine tingling I was missing. Now, I had pre-workouts without beta-alanine tingling. Like, check out my review of Flame, Dark Labs, no beta-alanine. This shit, you know you just took a pre-workout. This thing felt like I took a nootropic. Now, there's like crazy amount of great ingredients here, but it wasn't a memorable energy experience. Like, I took this, it was nice. I would take it again if I wanted energy. I wouldn't take this as a pre-workout. This is definitely not hardcore. If you define hardcore like what we define hardcore here on the channel, I'm gonna link below my latest real hardcore pre-workout reviews. This is not hardcore, and I don't think, this didn't feel like a pre-workout. If you did the blind test with me, gave me this or a middle of the range nootropic, it would feel the same to me. I would never tell you that this is a pre-workout. It just didn't feel like a pre-workout, people. What can I say? And again, like all of these ingredients, if this was something that's supposed to help you with, I don't know what, immunity or feel good, then yeah, the label matters. But this is a pre-workout. You either fucking feel it or you don't. And it's not even a memorable experience. Like, if you tell me, like, will I remember this in 6 weeks from now? I won't. Now, Is this good ingredients? It is a good ingredient list, but this is a pre-workout, people. I don't know what to tell you. Now, nutrabio would never use stuff like DMHA, DMAA, even Araya Genesis, like borderline ingredients. But even then, if you want to go more hardcore than the specimen yo-yo that I reviewed, I'm going to link to that below, but from Glaxon, it feels more hardcore and feels definitely like a pre-workout. This doesn't, again, like I said, doesn't feel to me like a pre-workout. Devastate of the Union by Inspired feels more wrecked by huge supplements, doesn't have DMHA, doesn't have Araya even, I think, and it feels much better. Even, I'll tell you, even Riot by Chaos and Pain, which is not hardcore, it's not supposed to be hardcore, it just feels better. More mood elevation, you're in the zone. Listen guys, I love the design. Obviously this was an expensive formula. Actually, honestly, I mean, this would sound crazy to you, I would rather have the nutrabio pre. That is, to me, a better pre-workout. I get the tingling, I get the pump, I get the power experience. Yeah, not crazy energy, so I'll add 200 milligrams of caffeine to nutrabio pre. That is a much better experience. This is it, people. Listen, people. This is the channel. This is a channel where, you know, unsponsored, unbiased, we don't give a fuck. Just don't give a fuck. I have enough money, trust me. I don't need anyone's money. Anyone. And when I say anyone, anyone. Listen, people, I think this is retail exclusive only. By the way, the pump formula that they launched looks amazing. So that's actually very impressive. I'm really looking forward to trying that one because it does look very impressive. And in pumps, just based on experience and knowing that they do high quality stuff, I would assume that this would actually work. I'm looking forward to it. Reminds me a bit of the Ghost Pump formula. Listen, people, if this review was helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this, because this is what we do here. We help you make smart decisions about the supplements that you buy.